Hello everyone and welcome to the Kiki London YouTube channel. My name is Amanda and in today's video we have a very exciting new launch as today launches the new gel paint pots. So you might already be familiar with the metallic gel paint pots we have. Well, we now have some new colours. So as you can see here, we have 3 new shades to add to the gel paint collection. We have black, white and red, which of course are your nail art staples. So let's take a look. If you aren't already familiar with the metallic gel paints, then they do come in the same pots. So they are the 5-gram matte black pots. And as always, they've got all that important information printed on them, like their shelf life, the ingredients, all that kind of stuff. And then you can see as well, they've also got a color circle in the middle showing what color and the name are written down as well. So they're great if you are displaying them in a drawer or something like that. You can easily see which color is which. So we're going to take a closer look at these and then we are also gonna give them a go so you can see what they are like to apply and things like that. So first off, this is the black. Now when you receive these, they will of course have the silver foil lid on them. I just removed mine off camera so it was a little bit easier to show you guys the colors, but as you can see we have a very black. It's very highly pigmented, which you'll see when we do a little design with it. And then we do also have a white as well, which is a super bright brilliant white. As soon as I see this, I knew that I had to give a French nail a go. And then we have a really classic red as well, so it's a really bright red and it's absolutely gorgeous. This is going to be so fun for things like hearts, which is exactly what we're going to test out with it today. But of course, it'd be great for any kind of nail art that you want to do. Now, do let me know in the comments below if there are any other colours you would like to see added to the gel paint range, as your feedback really does help the team when it comes to bringing out new products and developing new products. So all feedback is always appreciated. Now I'm going to just work on a press on nail tip today as I wasn't feeling doing nail art on short nails. So I've just popped on a press on nail tip and I'm going to do 2 coats of the beautiful Ballet Charm because I felt as though this was a nice, soft, natural looking nude. It's a great base for any kind of nail art, so it will really make whatever design you do pop. I knew that I wanted to do a white French tip to test out that white gel paint, and then I knew that I wanted to do hearts with red, and I kind of wanted to do a bit of a cutout design with the black. So I felt a nice natural base would work perfectly to show you guys all of the gel paints. So I'm going to do 2 coats of Ballet Charm, curing each coat for 30 seconds in the Kiki London Deluxe LED lamp, and then we're going to jump on to the fun part, which is of course testing out those new colors. Now I do recommend that you apply these. They're not designed to do full gel color with, so you would need to go in first of all and do whatever color base you want to do, and then of course use your gel paint for the nail art because they are a bit of a thicker consistency in comparison to your gel polish, which I absolutely love because there's no bleeding, no running or anything like that with them. They make hand painting a lot easier than your classic gel polish will. So as I mentioned, with the white, I really wanted to test out a French. So for this, of course, we're going to be using the French brush, and then I'm going to be using my trusty stripe liner brush. I do need to grab another one of these as I've had this one since they launched. It's lasted really well, but it's seen better days. But they're the 2 nail art brushes that I'm going to be using. The gel paints work beautifully with all of the brushes that I've tried so far. So with my French brush, usually I have to load this up with quite a bit of gel polish because of the way it works. So you want to make sure you got a nice amount on there. So I've taken some of the white gel paint from the pot and popped it down on my palette so that I can run my brush through those, make sure that the paint is basically getting all through those bristles. And then I'm just going to do my French the exact same way as I would if I was working with my gel polish. So I take my brush, lay it flat down on the nail from one side, pull it down to the tip, flip it over and do the same again. Then I'm going in with a little bit more gel paint on to the longer part of the brush so that I can start creating the wings of that French. And as you can see, this is so highly pigmented that it's making a French so much easier, because you're only going to have to do it in one coat. Where whenever I do a French with gel polish, of course, it's recommended to come in with 2 coats. Where this is super pigmented, that 1 coat is definitely enough. And the other thing that I really liked about it as well is because the consistency is that little bit thicker, you're not having to chase the paint to get it into place. It stays exactly where you place it with your brush. So this is going to be amazing for more intricate nail art painting as well. But it's also fab when you're just wanting to get that really crisp, consistent French. It was a lot easier when it comes to flipping my brush over and mirroring the other side of the nail. Now, I always come in with my round nail art brush when it comes to cleaning up my French. And so I'm just taking a little bit of alcohol on that round nail art brush and cleaning it up, and then you've got that nice crisp smile line. And then I did take my stripe liner brush and just come very gently around the tip. I didn't want to do this with the French brush just because where we're working on a press on nail tip, it is that little bit thicker. So I wanted to make sure I didn't make the tip of the nail look bulky or uneven by doing it with the French brush. So I did just do this with the stripe liner brush, and I just was blown away by how bright and crisp this white looks. Now, it was a little bit thicker because I used these as soon as they was delivered to me, and it was a really cold day. So they hadn't had any time to sort of come to room temperature. So the white was a little bit of a thicker consistency compared to the other 2 colours, because by the time I got around to using them, they'd warmed up to my room temperature. So when I went back and tested the white again, it was a little bit of a thinner consistency than what it is at the start of this video. I was just so eager and I had to jump into using them. And of course, with any gel products, the viscosity changes a little bit if they are colder. So just allow your products to come to room temperature, or you can sit them on your lap whilst you're doing your prep, which speeds that up as well. So I did cure the white gel paint for 60 seconds, and then I come in and top coated with the crystal top coat. And I absolutely loved this combo of ballet charm and the white gel paint. It looked like a very classic pink and white French nail, which I absolutely loved, and it was just so easy to do. So I really can't wait to dive in and play around with these a lot more. So now we're going to move on to the red gel paint. Now, as soon as I think red, I think hearts, whether it's Valentine's Day or not. So I had to do some hearts with these, and one of the ways I used to love doing hearts is the quick and easy dotting tool method, where you go in with 2 dots and a stripe liner brush and bring those dots together. However, sometimes I would still find, although this is simple, it was a little bit harder to do with your gel polish, because gel polish is that bit of a thinner consistency that it does run ever so slightly, where this does not run at all. So you don't have to rush. As you can see, I've placed those dots down and they've just not moved at all. They're not going to go anywhere. They're not going to slide around on the nail or anything. So you don't have to worry about being super quick with doing your nail art. And this is going to be brilliant for those of you who love doing things like floral designs or intricate nails like character painting, because especially with the black, it's going to be brilliant for outlining because it doesn't run. So you haven't got to be chasing it or working quicker than you need to. As you can see here, I left this in because I wanted to show you guys how easy they are to clean up as well. So I made a mistake with my second dot there and it just wiped off effortlessly. It didn't leave behind any staining or anything. All I wiped off with was regular alcohol and the round nail art brush, and then we're able to just correct that and go in again and do our second heart. I also tested flash curing. You'll know that I mentioned in previous videos when I'm doing nail art, a lot of the time I'll do a 10-second flash cure. So for example, I did that first heart. I don't want to mess that up when I'm working on the second one, so I popped it in my lamp for a 10-second flash cure, and it cured perfectly. It's cured enough that it's not going to smudge, and then I do always recommend doing that full 60-second cure at the end so that your product has definitely fully cured. So that was what I did here. With each heart I did a 10-second flash cure, moved on to the next one, and I loved how bright this red looked. I love that they've brought out a very classic red, because I feel as though this just will work for any kind of nail art where you'll need a red gel paint. But I do really hope that there are more colours in the collection. So off camera I just added on a few more hearts so that you could really see the vibrancy of the red gel paint, and then I popped them all in for a full 60-second cure. Something I also loved as well is these cure not necessarily with a tacky inhibition layer. So when you come in and top coat, there's no smudging. Now they do feel ever so slightly tacky, but not as tacky as when you do your second coat of gel polish, for example. So you don't have to worry about any running or any bleeding when it comes to top coating. You don't have to wipe over them before top coating or anything. I've just literally cured them and gone straight in with my top coat. I know sometimes when you're doing hand painted nail art and things, you're gonna, when you come into top coating, you might smudge the inhibition layer. So some people will wipe that off first, but you don't need to do that with the gel paints, which is great. On to the third shade is that black. So I did stick with a ballet charm base. I did just end up shortening and changing the shape ever so slightly. So with the black, I wanted to test doing a bit of a cutout design. Now black can be funny in the gel world. It can have curing issues if you apply it too thickly. So I really wanted to give this a test doing a cutout design, and of course it applied absolutely perfectly. You don't have to stress about applying it super thin or anything. I just applied it and cured with absolute no issues, no wrinkling or nothing like that. Of course with black you do want to bear in mind you're not layering up any unnecessary thickness, but you really don't need to do that with these products anyway, because they are so highly pigmented. There's no need to come in and add a thick layer. So I started off by taking my stripe liner brush and going right across the nail to create the shape that I want cut out. And I'm just neatening that up with the stripe liner brush, and then I'm going to swap to using the round nail art brush to colour in that edge. So I'm just taking a small amount of product. As you can see, I went straight into the pot and then I'd picked up way too much, so I wiped some off onto the palette, and then I'm just filling in that cutout design. And you'll see here as well, this consistency is what the gel polishes actually are, because the black had come to room temperature, so it is that bit thinner, but it's still thicker than your regular gel polish. It just makes hand painting so easy. Like, I am so in love with these. I am not a huge hand painted nail artist. However, I feel as though these are going to really help push me to create more designs, because they're going to make it that much easier, and they're going to be brilliant if you work in a salon, especially the white for doing a French tip. It's going to make that French so much quicker because you're cutting out having to do a second coat. So I'm just filling in the very tip of the nail just to make sure, because like I said, we're working on a press on nail tip. We've got our 2 coats of colour down, so the very tip of the nail is a little bit thicker. So I'm just making sure that I'm capping that with the black so you don't see the pink ballet charm coming through. And then I wanted to do a very thin swipe going across the nail. I did apply a little too much of a light pressure, so it sort of faded out as we got to the tip. So I wanted to come over it rather than wiping off, to see how we could work with the gel paints if you was having to layer it up kind of thing, like re-go over a mistake. And it was absolutely effortless. So I just come in again. I've only got a small amount of product on the stripe liner brush, and it glides on absolutely beautifully. I did want to come in and just neaten up this line a little bit just to make it a little bit more crisp. So I'm just doing that using the round nail art brush. But I was blown away at how effortless this was to go across and do a swoosh on the nail with the stripe liner brush. It probably didn't even need any cleanup. I was just being a bit picky. So it's going to be great for all of your line work and little flicks, things like bows where you need really thin strands. It's going to be brilliant for that. Now, all of the gel paints I would recommend curing for 60 seconds, and then of course you can top coat with any of your chosen top coats. I've tested them with a couple. I always, for the video, I stuck with the crystal top coat, but as always, you know, I love all of the Kiki top coats. A lot of the time I reach for the rubber top coat for nail art, so I have tested it with that, and it works beautifully with all of them. So you just come in and cure the top coat depending on the cure time for that particular top coat. I always like to finish off with my cuticle oil, so just adding that on. But they are absolutely beautiful to work with. I love the viscosity, and I think you're going to find them very easy to work with. So as I mentioned, they did launch today, so they are on the Kiki London website, which is always linked in the description box below. I love that these are 5-gram pots. You get so much in there, and a little bit goes a long way, so they're going to last you ages. But yeah, do check out the link in the description box below. Please don't forget to leave me a comment. Let me know what you think of them and what colours you would like to see added. If you did enjoy today's video, please do give it a thumbs up and hit that subscription button if you haven't already. If you have any requests of any designs you would like to see done with the new gel paints, then do pop that in the comments below as well. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.